What's good? Welcome to the channel. And yes, last night the Sixers played the Bulls and we dominated them. Joel Embiid had a 30-point triple-double in 3 quarters. He did not have to play in the 4th quarter at all. My boy Jaden Springer got to get some minutes, which was nice to see. D-Melt's hurt. But yeah, Jaden Springer gets some rightful opportunity to play. But this video is mostly about Joel Embiid. He had a very dominant performance, man. I gotta say, the first quarter, the way we looked in the first quarter is an unstoppable team. We scored 45 points in the first quarter. The Bulls didn't even score 45 points in the whole half. They scored 42. We outscored a team in a quarter than they did in 2 quarters. I'm just saying, that just shows how dominant of a team we are, guys. Dominant. Joel Embiid can literally do everything on the court. He came back from his injury, and he's passing dimes like he's magic, doing no-look passes, spreading the ball all around, shooting over double teams. I'm just saying, every time we see Embiid, he looks better. He looks better. And he's getting better. And, I think he's going to win an unanimous MVP. At this point, I mean, we lose Harden, we lose an all-star caliber player, and we're a better team. The only common factor is Joel Embiid and how dominant he is on both ends of the floor, offensive and defense. When he's on the court defensively, you know how hard it is for teams to get a wide open layup or even drive on them? You know how scared it is? They're scared. They can't drive. Embiid's swatting it, or he's putting his hands up. He's such a smart defender. And he doesn't get the credit he deserves. He should be in the Defensive Player of the Year running as well, He doesn't jump. Like, when he was young, he would jump at everything, swatting stuff from the free throw line. You know what I mean? Now he doesn't jump as often. He puts his hands up. He plays with his hands. He has quick hands. He gets steals. He's just so smart defensively and offensively. No one can kind of take him out of the game. And his teammates love him. Pat Bev on his podcast said that Embiid, playing-wise, is better than Michael Jordan. That's literally what Pat Bev said. He said he's the best player in the league. He's honestly, if he finishes up this year on the pace he's heading at, this is going to be the best single-handed season ever by a player. And I agree, man. I agree. I've never seen a player this dominant. Every time Embiid's on the court, I don't feel like we're losing. I don't feel like we're losing a game when Embiid is on the floor. And I'm just so excited for this upcoming playoff season, because I think the NBA is not ready for Embiid. Everyone's still talking trash, saying he's a second-round exit. He's doing all this just to, get swept in the second round, whatever, blah, 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 whatever the haters say. But I'm just excited. Just wait. Just wait until we prove them wrong, man, because I really believe that could happen. And there's still many trades that we could still do to kind of build this team, right? Because there's still some cracks, with our team. There's some weaknesses, I believe it's inconsistency with our shooting guard. D'Anthony Melton, I made a video on him recently. He's hurt, which is, it sucks, but it gives other people opportunities. But D-Melton, he has a great game, then he has a bad game. So I feel like just a shooting guard spot is what we need to build some more consistency in, or even a backup point guard, But as of now, guys, it's amazing watching this team play. It looks like they're having so much fun together. And, when the team is having fun, it's even more fun watching the game at home, on TV. It's amazing. It's amazing. And as you guys know, Jaden Springer had a nice game, with the minutes he had. He had a couple blocks. He had nice offensive rebounding. But we still need to make some changes, I believe. And one of the guys I feel like we should target for a backup point guard is Tyus Jones, just for some depth. And if Tyrese Maxey ever needs a night off, we have a great serviceable backup point guard like Tyus Jones. He backed up Ja Morant, and he played wonderfully. So, I believe Tyus is a great team point guard and can kind of run our offense. If Embiid is not playing or Tyrese is not playing, our offense can still be a well-oiled machine. And that's the type of player he is. He's a coach kind of player, and I like that. I feel like it's another. He's not like a Pat Bev. I think he's more skilled than Pat Bev, but He's a similar guy. Actually, no. Fred VanVleet, that's kind of his comparison to me. You know what I mean? So I feel like we need that type of guy. So it'd be nice if you can make a trade for him, because I don't think he would be that expensive. I feel like maybe even a second rounder and just Kevin Lofton or something like that could make the job done there. Another player that I would love to get is Alex Caruso. I feel like this would be the hardest player to trade for, because he's probably the best out of all 3 of these players I'm going to show. He's a great defensive player. I mean, he can lock up most perimeter guards. can help you with some perimeter depth. Also, he's gotten so much better as a shooter. As a 3-point shooter, shooting around 40%. And he's gotten better at ball handling as well. I mean, he's just an all-around great guard. Like, he can play shooting guard. He can honestly play point guard on some teams. But for a team, he would probably be like a D'Anthony Melton role, and I feel like he would be better than a D'Anthony Melton. I think he would excel in that role, playing great defense and shooting the ball. I mean, we could even see a D'Anthony Melton and Alex Caruso line up together, put one at small forward, and that's just very deadly combo. So, very excited for that, if we could do that trade. I think Dorian Finney-Smith trade would be very interesting for the Sixers. I feel like he had a Jalen McDaniels type player, and I feel like he is that type of player, but he's a little bit bigger than Jalen McDaniels. So, I mean, honestly, I would love this trade. A great depth for our wings. He's a tall guy, he's a lengthy guy, and he plays great defense. He's also had experience of playing in the playoffs with the Mavericks. I think they reached the Western Conference Final. So that's a good experience for a player like Dorian Finney-Smith, where he played on a team with really one true star at that time. Actually, it was 2022, so I think maybe Kyrie was on that team as well. But, he has experience of playing in the playoffs. We're a playoff team. The Nets, I don't know how the Nets are going to do before the trade deadline if they want to trade their guys. I feel like Dorian Finney-Smith would be on the market. And I feel like he fits well with the Sixers, man. We just add him along, and it's another lengthy guy we can have on our roster, and he can shoot pretty well. He's not going to hinder our offense like a PJ Tucker or a Matisse Thybulle. He can shoot the ball pretty decently. He can drive. He's a very athletic guy. He's going to yam on people. So I feel like, it's a perfect thing. Have him off the bench and just another guy who is a threat to the other team. So, yeah, man, I feel like this would be a great trade. And with all these trade pieces I wanted to show you, they're not that expensive. Like, I don't feel like we're going to have to trade even Jaden Springer. Like, I don't want to get rid of a Jaden Springer to get any of these guys. I want to give away maybe a second-round pick and a two-way contract type guy. You feel me? But we'll see what happens, guys. I just wanted to drop a video after last night. It was a great win. And yeah, I'll catch you guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you fuck with the video, and I'll catch y'all. Peace.